Last time on the sub, 1200 challenge.
More significant focus for me is, can we keep you injury free? If we can keep you injury free through this type of work, then for sure you can go a hell of a lot faster than you did.
And then the very next day, I pulled my hamstring during the warm-ups. So today, hopefully going to try and fix this. I guess it wouldn't be a fitness challenge without me getting injured at some stage. So I know you're thinking, if my hamstring's dodgy, why aren't I going to a physio? Well, the problem is this is a recurring thing. My left hamstring is often pulling and straining because my one leg is slightly longer than the other. There's Kate, she's a chiropractor. So she's pointed this out to me, and there's some things need to be realigned. So there's no point in me just treating muscles which I'm going to constantly keep hurting. So I went to go see Kate for a full alignment and a full sort of top to bottom assessment. I've also got a bit of a dodgy left shoulder, which has given me some problems from a previous fitness challenge. Anyway, the problem was all around the pelvis. My right side wasn't doing so well. But in doing this, which as you can see, it looks very involved, top to bottom, like I said, I learned a whole bunch about the body. And this whole fitness challenge is about learning more. And then it was done, well, there was a lot more freedom of movement. Yeah, I can now touch my toes, which I couldn't do. Okay, not in this. This is a bad image, but I'm getting so much better. Anyway, enough about me jibber jabbering. Let's hear from Kate about what my problem was.
Okay, so Kate, what was essentially wrong with me, and why is it so important that I see someone like you?
Okay, so what was going on is that you had the right side of your pelvis was not moving correctly, so the left-hand side was having to overcompensate. And that's why you're starting to pick up a niggle on that left hamstring, because it was overcompensating and it wasn't working in the most efficient biomechanical way.
Right.
You were essentially a little bit out of alignment. So the reason that it's important, and what you'll often find, is that the body will start to niggle to try and tell you that there's something not 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
And if your alignment in the spine is not 100% right, you'll start getting muscle spasm and you'll start getting muscle injury associated with that area, and also associated with the way in which the biomechanics have to compensate.
Right.
So the reason that you need to get aligned is so that you don't have these little niggles that happen. And the more often you make sure that you're aligned, and that when I say the more often, it doesn't mean coming for treatment on a weekly or daily basis.
Well, yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Like, is this an ongoing thing? It's not a one fix forever.
So yes, it is an ongoing thing, particularly if you decide to get a little bit more serious about the exercise that you're doing, or if you, for instance, maybe take on a different job where you have to sit a little bit more. So ideally, in the perfect world, you would be up and down and around, you'd be hunting and gathering, you'd be sitting and relaxing, and you'd have a very balanced lifestyle. But our lifestyles aren't balanced. So we spend way too much time seated, our bodies aren't structurally suited to being seated. So that's where the initial problem stems, and you end up picking up a whole lot of problems from that. And then we try and exercise to compensate for our sedentary seated lifestyle, and that's when you start to get the niggles because the body isn't in the correct place.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, so I basically bring in my patients every 6 to 8 weeks for maintenance, but that is once we've got you to a point that you are pain-free and that you are comfortable and that your body is working optimally. And then we treat you every 6 weeks so that you don't end up with any niggles and you don't end up injuring unnecessarily. Granted, if you do like trip and fall and onto the pavement.
Yeah, there's actual trauma involved, sure.
Yeah, but most of the time that's the way that you manage to stay injury-free.
Cool. So there wasn't a lot wrong with me in that there was no real pain. It was more like an alignment thing, which was then causing some grievances in my leg. So from here, as long as I'm warming up well, as long as I'm just being sensible about my output. So if I was just going to be running a casual 5K from here, everything would be fine. But because I'm doing more high intensity stuff, I need to be more mindful of it.
Yeah, and you need to warm up a little bit better.
All right, feeling better, feeling more aligned. That was good. Kate's cool. Chiropractors are cool. Let's go with that rather. Okay, back on the challenge. Yes, yes.